we're back here at Blairsville, ready for the start of tonight's football game. Pretty good football game we think it's going to be between Marion Center and Blairsville. The Marion Center Stingers will be getting the football first to open the game. Blairs will be kicking off. And that means Kevin Garland's on the field. Garland, except for his, when we jinxed him at the beginning of the year and broke the string of, 23, 24 straight extra points. He missed his first one, but he's been perfect ever since then. And that came in handy in the opener against Homer Center. It was a 1-point Blairsville win. Back deep for for Marion Center. Kevin Hauser is in the middle, along with Jason Rattay and Joe Posa. So we're just about ready to go. Garland has it teed up. He gets the signal from the referee, and he steps up and kicks it. And it goes towards Posa at the 10-yard line, comes up across the 20 to 25. He has a wall outside and gets out across the 40 before he's finally brought down. Nathan Blakely on the stop for the Bobcats. And so here comes Marion Center, 1st and 10.
See, there's that kickoff that really is so important, but Marion Center brings it out over the 40-yard line. They're starting in very good field position. You know, they can use their whole offense out here.
Mike Hill is the quarterback. The fullback, Greg Reinbold, or now we're seeing Jason Rattay and Greg Reinbold. And a pinched-in wing, that is number 23, Matt Thomas. And we already have the official stopping play here before we can get started. So Thomas is pinched in as a wing. Hauser is split to the left, and then the backs are Reinbold and Rattay. Mike Hill is the quarterback. And getting the call of the first back through, and there's a bubble and a scramble for it. Hauser may have gotten it from Marion Center across the 45 out to the 48-yard line.
Second down.
And so Marion Center will keep possession and actually pick up about 7 yards in the process. Maybe Mike Posa actually who made the recovery, but it will be a 7-yard gain for Marion Center, 2nd and 3.
Boy, that was lucky. That ball was right there among a number of Blairsville players, but I don't think they saw it. Hauser I thought it was Hauser very alertly went back and covered up the football.
So Marion Center now 2nd and 3. From the 48, and get it with the football is Rattay. He'll have the first down into Blairsville territory as he turns the corner and gets down near the 47-yard line. And it will be a first down, as we said, for the Stingers.
Blairsville early on looks a little confused on defense. They're bouncing around. Evidently, their defensive adjustment is going to be determined by the offensive set of Marion Center. So if they go wing one way, they have a defensive call, wing another way, another defensive call. But they better hustle up a little bit here.
6-yard gain for Rattay. Football at the Blairsville 46, and with it now is number 22. And that is Theodore Rapich, and he will be wrapped up and dropped. Clinton Forche on the stop, and for no gain.
Boy, that was a nice defensive play there. Good penetration. There's 3 Bobcats in the backfield, led by Forche, and they put the stops on them. But I look out here with Hauser and on his wing. He's a nice tall receiver, 20 receptions last year, and he's going against our freshman Luke Sabella.
So it'll be 2nd down, actually a half-yard loss on the play. Hill trying to set things up now. And they move Posa. And now they're going to may have to burn a timeout here because they had their offense set up wrong. They had to move Hauser from the opposite side. And Hill not very happy about that. They didn't get a timeout, but they did get a delay of game penalty, which will be stepped off 5 yards.
Yeah. Here I was saying that the defense had to get set a little faster. They come out with a little mixed up in the offensive set, and they're the one that got the delay of game penalty.
So the penalty pushes Marion Center back into their own territory at the 48-yard line. It brings up 2nd down at about 16. And Hill with a play-action fake, getting pressure from Matt Strope, fires it out, and trying to get to the ball was Kevin Hauser. And covering him was Zach Sabella, the freshman. Did a pretty good job of it. The pass was short, and Hauser could not get back to make the catch. But Strope was putting heavy pressure.
Strope was the key to that. He was in a hurry. He made heel throw before he was ready. And there again, it was one-on-one out here with Sabella and Hauser.
So 3rd and 16 now. Split backfield. Hauser is to the left. And Hill back to pass. Lots of time. Firing downfield for Hauser. And there is Sabella. Nice job. Great coverage by Zach Sabella. Hauser wanted a flag, but Sabella just ran with him.
Hauser should have got the flag to play before. He actually threw Sabella out of the way to play before, but the ball was...
Punt now is Rattay. Jason Rattay back deep. Steve Wilk for Blairsville. It's a short kick, and it's taken at the 22-yard line by Wilk. Starts to his right, and then he's hit and dropped there, and then we have a flag come in at the end of the play. One of the Bobcats was trying to throw a block for him, but all the players kind of ended up in the same place at the same time, and Wilk got bumped, and we'll have to wait and see what the penalty is.
Well, I don't know what that was for. They were down on the ground, actually. Now, it is against Blairsville.
Illegal use of hands?
Yes. So that'll move them back. That was after, of course, the ball was turned over, so it will be Blairsville's ball. But there again, they're going to start very poor position.
So the flag thrown at about the 21-yard line. And they'll be stepping this off. Back to the 11, half the distance. So that's where the Bobcats will put it in play after the 10-yard penalty. 1st and 10 at their own, just across the 10-yard line. Casey Austin is the quarterback. Lone setback is Mike Gaston. Wilk is split wide right. And Jay Boone is in a slot to the left. And Austin on 1st down, throwing the football, rolling to his right, and he fires. It's completed to Wilk at about the 18-yard line. He's across the 20, and he'll be wrapped up and dropped just shy of the 25-yard line. Wilk just ran a little curl pattern, kind of settled in the defensive area, and then caught the pass from Casey Austin. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, I was out at practice on Wednesday, and that was one of the things the coaches wanted to do. They wanted to throw the ball on 1st down a little bit to loosen up this defense, this Marion Center defense. Maybe last week we ran the ball to open up the pass a little bit. Now we're going to throw a little bit to open up the run.
13-yard gain on the play. 1st and 10 for Blairsville at their own 24. Time a wing left with Boone and Gaston the setback. Casey Austin looking to pass again, fires out to Boone. It's caught across the 25. He's across the 30, sidesteps the tackle, and is brought down out near the 37-38-yard line. Finishing him off there was Jared Bracken. But it's another 1st down for the Bobcats.
Yes, when you load up that 44 defense that Marion Center is running, you're putting 8 people right at the line of scrimmage. And actually, it is a defense to stop the run. It's probably the most popular defense in our Heritage Conference. But then, really, if you have a passing attack, you only have 3 deep. So if they have a weakness in this defense is passing.
This time I formation with Boone as the tailback. Wilk comes in motion from the left, pitch back to Boone, trying the right side, cuts it inside, and he'll get across the 40, I should say, out to the 40, maybe the 41.
Hauser from Marion Center made that play. He come up in that corner, he took away Boone's outside, made him turn in, and then he just, gathered around him and brought him down that time. But a nice play by Hauser.
3-yard gain for Boone, sets up 2nd and 7. No score here in the 1st period, 8:26 remaining. Marion Center had the football. They were forced to punt it away. This is Blairsville's 1st possession. And once again, an I formation with Gaston the up back, and Boone is the tailback. Wilk is split left. And Austin rolling to his left, looking downfield, fires out to Strope. It's caught at the 45, and he'll get into Marion Center territory before he's brought down at the 49-yard line. And another 1st down for Blairsville.
I tell you, early on, Casey looks like he's on the money. I mean, he's not dropping back passing. There's a play-action passes. He's on the run throwing the football, and the 3 passes he's thrown are right on the money.
So the football at the Marion Center 49-yard line. That's a gain of about 7, and that's another 1st down for the Bobcats. Wilk split wide right this time. Boone is a to the left. Austin rolling to his left, getting some pressure now that we have a flag come in behind the play, and Austin keeps it still on his feet and finally brought down at about the 42-yard line. Jonathan Neese finishing him off there, but as we said, there was a flag behind the play in the backfield. It's going to be holding against Blairsville.
Tell you what, I didn't see it. I did see Neese chasing that play. He's our big boy who plays inside. He trailed the play the whole way, and actually I thought he was a little bit of extracurricular activity on the power after he caught up to a down Casey. He was lucky he didn't get away with a little personal foul there.
So the point of the infraction was the 48 of Blairsville. They'll step this one off 10 yards all the way back to the 37-yard line, I should say. So instead of picking up about 4 or 5 on the play, the Bobcats now have some serious yardage to pick up. They need looks to be about 24 yards.
See, this is what I was saying earlier about their 15-play drive against Ligonier. It's hard to go without a penalty.
Good news is it is 1st and 24. Strope comes in motion from a wing, and they run a wing-back counter with Boone. He has some room on the right side. He's across the 40, 45, still on his feet. Gets across back into Marion Center territory, and finally brought down at the 45-yard line. So Boone picking up a lot of that yardage again. Matt Thomas on the stop, along with number 77, Chris Davidson for Marion Center.
Good play call. Everybody expecting pass. Big pursuit. That line just turned it on, came right in, and they came back with that little counter with Boone, and he got good yardage.
16-yard gain on the play, and now Marion Center wants a timeout. 6:54 remaining in the first period. No score between Blairsville and Marion Center. We'll be back with more Bobcat football after this. Jay Boone picking up a lot of that yardage that was lost in the penalty. It's now 2nd and 8 from the Marion Center 47-yard line. Casey Austin back to pass, getting pressure, rolling to his left, and he's hit, breaks that tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up, I think is there a scramble for the ball? We have a flag come in at the end of the scramble, but from the indication at least.
Times early on this ball game, I saw what I considered a very late hit, and there was no call for that one. That kid came from 5 yards away, and he went in there and buried somebody.
So Austin ended up picking up 2 yards on the play, but with the 15-yard penalty from about the 47-yard or 45-yard line, I should say, takes it all the way down to the 30, and that's where Blairsville will put it in play 1st and 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, coaches go crazy when they see that crazy stuff going on out there. They had them in a hole, and they gave Blairsville the first time.
Double wing formation for Blairsville this time. Gaston is the lone setback. Strope comes in motion, and with the football it's the first back through. That's Gaston still on his feet inside the 25, down near the 22. Nice running by Mike Gaston. He was a big key in that game last week against Ligonier Valley.
I thought he was the key, really. I said against this offense, if you can control that fullback, you're pretty much in control of the offense. You can spread your defense out a little to help with the corners. But last week with Gaston, I had an excellent game.
8-yard pickup right there, and that brings up 2nd down and 2 from just outside the 20-yard line. Once again, Gaston the lone setback. Strope comes from a wing position, and it's Gaston again off the left side. And he has more than enough yardage for the first down. He gets down near the 15-yard line. Rattay, one of the players on the stop for Marion Center. But the Bobcats move the sticks again. They're down near the 15.
Yeah, this is a nice drive. They overcame a big penalty. They got a big penalty called on Marion Center, which helped. But they started down on their 11-yard line, and they're going against a veteran team.
Down to just outside the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 for Gaston. 1st and 10 Bobcats. Boone and Strope are the wings. Wilkes split left, and with the football is Mike Gaston up the middle inside the 10 and down near the 7-yard line. Mike Hill makes the stop for Marion Center, but Gaston almost broke that for a touchdown.
Yes, he did. He's running. He's running well.
So Gaston on 3 straight carries has 21 yards. It's your old basic 7-yard per carry average, which isn't too shabby. And it's a 2nd and 2 from the 7-yard line. Casey Austin checks over the defense. Long count this time, and Austin's going to keep it off the left side, goes up the middle. He's near the goal line, and he will get in for the touchdown. Casey Austin comes in, takes it in from 7 yards out, and Blairsville strikes first blood. And as Ed said, it was a beautiful drive, 89 yards. And Casey Austin caps it off with the 7-yard touchdown run.
I tell you, I didn't think Blairsville could move the ball that easily on Marion Center. I was watching it, particularly that last play, to see what was happening inside there with our line, offensive line against their defensive. And there wasn't a lot of movement, but there was good positioning.
10 plays, 89 yards. Now Garland will try to add the point after. His kick is kind of a short one, and it's no good. I don't know whether he just didn't get a good snap or didn't get it down, but the extra point is no good. But Blairsville goes on top first. With the touchdown, they lead it.
Of your very own LA Spa. It'll probably be a good idea if you invite a few Steelers along to relax with you. And go ahead, use your terrible towel to dry off. Debners, Route 22, Blairsville.
106.3
Bobcat football.
Wow, FM.
So after the touchdown by Blairsville, the Bobcats kick off. Jason Rattay returns it out to the 25-yard line. That's where Marion Center will put it in play first and 10. Bobcats going 89 yards in 10 plays, with Casey Austin getting the 7-yard touchdown run, and they have a 7-0 lead. But back come the Stingers now, as we said, at their own 25. They have an offset backfield, and getting the call is Rattay, but he's met at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Jay Boone was there, Clint Forshea, Justin Snyder, all of them hit Rattay trying to go off the right side, and he'll lose a half yard.
Boy, big penetration. Forshea, Boone, as you said, they just right in that backfield, no chance with that little counter coming. You know, that's the whole idea behind that wing tee, to get a number of those little counters and traps coming off here. I look for a couple trap plays real quick here.
Football just shy of the 25 now. 2nd and almost 11. And back to pass is Hill, looking downfield. Gets time, fires. It's caught by Kevin Hauser at the 45, 46-yard line, and he's wrestled out of bounds there. Wilk and Casey Austin push him out of bounds, but he has more than enough for the first down.
At that time, let's give that offensive line of Marion Center credit. They kept their quarterback clean. He had all kind of time back here. No one was within 3-4 yards of him. And, of course, it gave Hauser plenty of time to get open. He made a little curl in back here, picked up a nice first down.
22-yard gain on the pass completion from Hill to Hauser puts the football at the Marion Center 46, a first down. And they go back to the ground. And this time it's Reinbold getting the call. He breaks the tackle at midfield and gets down near the 45-yard line of Blairsville before Mike Gaston comes over along with Tim Lackey. But he picks up about 9 on the play.
Yeah, Wilk come up quick. He just made a nice move on Wilk. Wilk got a couple hands on him, but he wasn't able to get a shoulder on him. And he would have had him for a very little gain. But he ran through Wilk's tackle. And Mike Gaston, a good pursuit angle, makes the stop.
9-yard gain for Reinbold. And it brings up a 2nd and 1 at the Blairsville 45-yard line. Rattay and Reinbold are split backs, and they have Poza as a pinched-in wing. And it's Rattay with the football. He has nowhere to go. Clint Forshea leading the charge to make the stop. And Brandon Falcone there as well as Strope and Gaston.
Yeah, that was a town meeting there.
It was, pretty much.
They loaded up. You know, I'm surprised. Usually a 2nd and short like that, I would guess pass down. Instead, Marion Center wanted to go and pick up the first down. Blairsville thought they were going to do that. They stopped it. So here we go again.
3rd down and a longer one this time. Football just shy of the Blairsville 45, and getting the call is number 22. That's Rapetch.
No.
And I don't think he got it. He had to get across the 45, and he didn't get there. Brandon Falcone on the bottom, Clint Forshea. That'll bring up 4th and a yard.
Marion Center, they're going to go over. I think they're going to go for it. Yeah, there comes Hauser in. So they're going to go for this, this fourth down early in the ball game. Minute 37 seconds to go in the first quarter, and they're going on first down, on fourth down.
Blairsville leads this game 6-0 the score. But Marion Center going for it on 4th and a yard. And Hill gives it to the first back through Rattay, and it depends on the spot that he looks like he should have it.
Well, I'll tell you, like you said, it depends on the spot. You're at home, that should be moved back a little bit.
That is a first down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a generous spot. I'll give you that.
It was generous. I said at home we should have. He had that first down. It wasn't by much, but he made the first down.
So that moves the sticks. 1:15 on a turning clock now. The football at the Blairsville 44. Bobcats lead at 6-0. And a new set of downs. Hauser is split left. Split backfield this time with Jeff Pennington in the backfield. He gets the call, too. He's tripped up from Brandon Falcone, who was on the ground at the time, and trips up Pennington at the 43. It'll be a gain of maybe 2.
That's the one they had, the 9-yard gain on that first play before. He's just cutting off tackle there. And Falcone, he got knocked down, as you said, but he took the feet out from under him and held him to one or maybe a yard and a half. Falcone's been playing some pretty good defense.
Reinbold back in the game now. And he will be in the split backfield with Rattay. And it is Matt Thomas is the pinched-in wingback, and getting the call is Rattay, and he gets inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So that will be a gain on the play of about 4. It'll set up 4th down and 5. 3rd and 5, I'm sorry.
And that's the end of the quarter.
And that does it for the first period. So Marion Center on the move, but it's the Bobcats who have the lead here after the first period. 6-0 is our score. Ed and I will be back to bring you more Bobcat football in a moment. The game just got a lot easier for Ed and I as the sun sets in the horizon now, and it's just a little bit easier to see. Marion Center on the drive right now. This is the 9th play of a drive that started back at their 25-yard line. And they're facing a 3rd and 5 from the Blairsville 38. As we begin play, the second period of play here, Blairsville on top 6-0 our score. And getting the football. First back through, that's Thomas. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Theo Rapich, and he will get up near the 36. Be a gain of about 2, and it will leave Marion Center with a 4th down and about 3.
They're going to give him a very generous spot there. It's down to about a yard and a half to 2. But here they're going for it again. You know, they evidently have a lot of confidence in their defense or a lot of confidence in their offense because they'll give up great field position if they don't get the first down.
4th down and 2 from the Blairsville 36. And back to pass is Hill. He has lots of time. Fires out in the flat. And 2 players actually got their hands on it. Neither one makes the catch. But Rattay reached up and may have tipped it. And then Kevin Hauser was trying to make the catch, but he had good coverage on him.
With a running play.
So a 9-play drive for Marion Center goes for naught. Bobcats take over at their own 36. Casey Austin. Back to pass on first down, rolling to his left, getting pressure, trying to outrun it, and fires downfield to Jay Boone, who was wide open. He makes the catch at the 29, and he'll go for a touchdown. Jay Boone got down.
Extremely sharp tonight, early on here.
Well, let's see, he's 4 for 4. That's not bad. 64-yard touchdown pass to Jay Boone here.
Go for 2, I think.
And Blairsville wants a timeout. I think they want to talk about going for 2.
Boy, that was a nice play.
It really was. Austin was trying to get the corner, so he made a nice adjustment to the ball state.
He's throwing on the run, and he's doing a nice job.
So they'll go for 2 out of a power I backfield with Boone as the tailback. Austin with a long count, and it goes to the first back through. That's Mike Gaston. He's not going to get there.
Yeah.
And that was number 58, Nick Edwards, who made the stop for Marion Center. So it comes up short. 11:01 remaining, though. The Bobcats on top, 12-0. We'll be back with Blairsville's kickoff in a moment.
For you, financing available. Open Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays 9 to 7, Wednesdays and Fridays 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 4, or anytime by appointment. Visit them online at russellmotorsports.com. Russell Motorsports, Route 22 east of Blairsville.
106.3
Bobcat football.
Lucky FM.
So Blairsville kicks it off, and the kick falls short of Kevin Hauser. He had some trouble picking it up, and he gets out across to the 25-26-yard line. And that's where Marion Center will put it in play. So Blairsville's done it both ways now. They had a 10-play, 89-yard drive that took 5 minutes off the clock. Now they have a 64-yard touchdown pass play that took 1 play and took 20 seconds off the clock. So here comes Marion Center now, 1st and 10 from their 26, trailing 12-0. It's Hill with a split backfield, and on 1st down, that is Reinbold who gets the call. He'll get up near the 30-yard line. I'm going to mark him at the 30. It'll be a gain of about 3, maybe 4.
They're still staying with their run. They try to trap that time, come out, but Blairsville's just overloading those gaps right now. They have put a lot of pressure on those corners to cover that pass. If they don't get pressure on Hill and he chose to pass, it could be, a score.
Football at the 30-yard line, and this time it is Rattay who gets the call, and he gets out near the 35 before he's wrapped up. Tim Lackey, one of the players on the stop. Steve Wilk is there, and at the bottom it's Mike Gaston.
I just can't get over the spotting they're getting. Either my eyes are going on me or something, but it seems like the ball is back another yard and they're bringing it up. So another 3rd down play in short, so we'll see what they're going to do here.
Football at the 35. They need a yard, as Ed said, from the 35. Rattay is a lone setback. They have double wings this time, both pinched in, and it's Rattay who gets the call, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage, but second effort. No, he's not going to get the 1st down, but he did get across the 35. That's true. He had to get to about the 36, almost the 37-yard line.
No, I meant that I saw the official running up to spot the ball there. Oh, my goodness.
They're going to measure. I didn't think he got that far either.
Well, we'll see. I don't think they got the 1st down, but they've given us making it very close here.
So they're going to bring the sticks on here. What kind of a night is Casey Austin having? 4 of 4 throwing the football for 97 yards and 1 touchdown, and he has a 7-yard touchdown run himself. So he's looking sharp. They stretch it out here, and it is shy of the 1st down. It'll bring up a 4th and less than a yard. Very little, in fact. So Marion Center gamble on this one.
Oh, yeah, they have to. They're sending it. I can't believe it. They have to go for this one.
This time it's in their own territory instead of Blairsville territory.
But we're talking inches here. The first time he went for in the 4th down on a 4th down play, it wasn't that much further. I would be very suspicious of a fake punt here.
Well, Rattay is back in punt formation at least, and Wilk is standing back at his 30-yard line. See what happens. And snap is there, and Rattay will indeed kick the football away. It's a high kick, a wobbly one, and calling for a fair catch is Wilk at the 38-yard line. So the Bobcats will take possession. 9:04 remaining here in the 2nd period. The Bobcats on top, 12-0.
Boy, I just can't figure them out anymore. These young coaches, they're good. They do things that I just don't think they should be doing. But, if he can get this offense moving again, and we're in excellent field position. In fact, I think that's the first time Wilk made a fair catch all year. He's been running the football, and that was a very short punt.
From the 38 now, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Casey Austin with Gaston as the lone setback. He has a double wing, and he rolls right on 1st down. Getting some pressure, fires, and it's caught by Wilk at the 48-yard line. He gets into Marion Center territory and has a 1st down for Blairsville. On the stop, number 96, that's Jared Bracken. But the connection made with Wilk, and it's a first down.
Yeah, that Wilk, just that curl in again. They ran at earlier on. Nobody's picking them up. All they're doing is look like they're playing deep zone with those three. Nobody's going to get behind them. But Wilk just curling in front, right behind the linebacker. And Casey, as we've been saying, has been right on the money.
5 for 5 now with the completion. First down, 15-yard gain on that play from the Marion Center 48-yard line. Strope comes in motion from a wing, and it's a wing counter to Boone up the middle. He's in 45 to 40 and finally dragged down from behind. And he's near a first down. He'll be about a yard and a half short, but nice running by Jay Boone. Running that wing back counter.
Yeah, your hole was clogged up there as far as Boone was concerned. He turned it back, and he almost broke it down the sideline. Boone's been just a great member of this football team the last 2 years.
That's for sure. 8-yard gain here for Boone. 2nd and 2. From just outside the 40-yard line, and getting the call is Austin himself. He's at the 35 and will try to sidestep a tackle. Not able to, but he picked a nice hole, and he has a first down for Blairsville at about the 34.
Well, another penalty could have been thrown out there against Marion Center that time. Another late hit on one of the Bobcats that time, and I don't know what they're hoping to accomplish. Are they trying to? I just don't know. But the official didn't call it. Maybe I'm just seeing things.
So the Bobcats with a first down here from the 34-yard line. Gaston is the lone setback. Double wing. Wilk split left. Now they bring Strope in motion, and with the football, it is Gaston. He went inside, bounced it back outside, and then he's wrapped up and dropped at the 35-yard line, I should say. Rattay on the tackle. And he may have lost a yard.
Rattay's been in on a lot of tackles there. He's been very active. And I think that's Blairsville's first negative offensive play.
I believe you're right. I don't see another one here.
But that 44, when it's stacked top inside like they're still doing, it's hard to run inside.
2nd and 11. 6:52 remaining in the second period here. Once again, wing left this time with Strope for an I formation. And Austin, play action fake, getting pressure, fires out in the flat to Strope. It's caught at the 34-yard line and breaks the tackle. Strope still on his feet down near the 20 and finally brought down there by Mike Hill. First of all, Strope made a nice catch, and then he broke a couple of tackles and picked up another 10 yards.
He has everybody in the offense tonight. That's Strope. He's had a couple catches. Wilk had a couple catches. Boone, Gaston's had some runs. Casey is running and throwing the football. They're really spreading it around here.
17-yard gain. And as we said, Austin now, I think 6 for 6 throwing the football. And he spread the wealth, that's for sure. First down at the 19-yard line. And Austin giving it to Boone on the wing. He wanted to go inside, cut it outside, and he'll get down near the 15 before he's brought down. Made a little move inside and then bounced it out. And over there on the stop, Matt Thomas for Marion Center, along with number 68, and that is Jonathan Neese.
Yeah, very positive, though. We're definitely a 4-down area down there, and he picks up 4 yards on a first down play. If they can push another one in here, boy, it'd be super before the half.
Football just outside the 15-yard line. Power I formation this time with Gaston and Strope, and the tailback is Boone. Marion Center showing blitz. Boone gets the call. He's inside the 15 and down near the 12, and then he is brought down and pushed back. So that's going to be a gain of about, well, it depends on the spot. I'm going to give him the 12-yard line. We'll call it 4.
Yeah, we have another 4 yards to go for a first down, but they have some big woodyops on that line up there, and it's hard moving them out. But they're going to that power eye again.
3rd down and 3 from the 12. Power I, as Ed said, getting the football, and the pitch back is Strope. He's hit way in the backfield, breaks that tackle, still on his feet, down near the 10, and he turned what could have been a big loss into a pretty nice gain, or not, well, yeah, a gain of about 2.
Gain of 2, and that boy's only a sophomore. talk about Sabella as a freshman, Heiberger freshman, moving him up, and they have this Strope. He's starting both ways. He's starting as an outside backer and a running back. So he's a nice Bobcat, that's for sure.
So the Bobcats won a timeout. 4:36 remaining in the first half. They lead at 12-0. We'll be back with more Bobcat football after this.
Hey, toppings from Papa Sal's Italian Restaurant in Blairsville. Take advantage.
Office in the Chestnut Ridge Plaza and see Cindy Wilson. S&T Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
106.3
Bobcat football.
Lucky FM.
Back here at Blairsville, it was a 4th down and about a yard, and we just had a little movement along the line, so illegal procedure penalty against the Bobcats, and that's enough to convince Torre that he wants a field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 6.
You know, that could have been a very, what you call the old silent sneaker first sound, you know, as soon as you hear a sound to go, but because those linemen jumped awfully quick.
So Nick DeTore is going to spot this at the 22. Garland's kick, a 32-yard field goal attempt, is no good. It goes just short. He had the direction, I should say, but just not quite enough leg. And so pretty promising drive there for the Bobcats. They'll end up with no points, but Marion Center will get the football at their own 20-yard line. After the touchback.
If it wasn't for that delay, they're at 5 yards having the field goal. That everything else being the same, that ball would have been over.
So 1st and 10 for Marion Center. Hauser is split to the left, and Reinbold and Rattay are the backs. They're offset. And on 1st down, it's Rattay off the left side. He gets across the 20, up to the 21, 22 maybe. He'll get maybe. Well, it depends on the spot, which has been generous so far, but they're going to give him about 2 yards.
Yeah, I'm just really shocked that they're not going to the air here a little bit. I know they're down in their 20, but we're only got 4 minutes to go in the game, and Blairsville's been doing a nice job against this run.
2nd and 8, the football at the 22. 3:50 remaining in the first half. And Hill back to pass. He fires out in the flat for Hauser. Hauser makes the catch at the 45 and is finally wrestled down at the Blairsville 40-yard line by Steve Wilkes. Zach Zabella was on the coverage, and he did not have bad coverage. That was a beautifully thrown pass.
Yeah, it was right on it. You know, there's no defense against those great throws like that, and you can be right there, and it's just you don't do it, but it's very hard to make those throws consistently. Wilk did slide over to give Sabella some help, but as you said, the pass was right on the money.
37-yard gain on the play. Hauser made a nice catch as well, and so that gives the Stingers a 1st down at the Blairsville 43. Hauser goes in motion from a wing position now. And back to pass is Hill again. This time looking downfield, fires into the flat, and nice coverage there by Jay Boone breaking it up. The intended receiver was Joe Posa, but Boone stepped in front and knocked it away.
I'm just real surprised that they're able to hold not this Blairsville line. They're giving him too much time there. I tell you, Forshey has been the big help on his passing, you know, rushing the passer, making him run or whatever, but so far he hasn't been able to get in there.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 43. This time Posa split left. Hauser will now go into a slot left. No, he'll go as a wing left. And the offset backfield with Reinbold and Rattay. And it will be Rattay off the left side fighting for yardage. He has stood up shy of the 40-yard line and then pushed back. So he'll get maybe 1 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and really there's some confusion when they go in. I think they're keying on Hauser. When Hauser goes in the slot instead of wide, Blairsville's having a little trouble covering because I know they want to go man on.
3rd down 9 from the 42. This time Posa is to the short side of the field. Hauser split left. And Back to pass. Ball lost on the ground, and it's recovered by Blairsville. And it's Lackey and Brandon Falcone. Falcone did the damage. He came in clean on Mike Hill. Hill, anticipating him, tried to step up and lost the football. And the Bobcats recover at the Marion Center 48-yard line.
Yeah, Hill's saying that his arm is going forward. He was trying to tuck it away. Well, the officials don't have any part of it. They're giving it to Blairsville. But that's the key to this pass defense. You got to put pressure. Now, that's what he did. He brought a backer that time, and he got in on Hill right away.
Yeah, he lost the ball well before it was coming forward. From the Marion Center now, 48-yard line. The Bobcats once again running the wingback counter to Boone. And he bounces off a tackle, and he'll pick up about 2 yards, maybe 3. Depending on the spot. He was hit by number 77, Chris Davidson. I'll give him 2 to the 46.
Yeah, I think Marion Center thought Blairsville was going to put it up in the air. I know I did after that turnover, but maybe Blairsville wants to run a little more time off of that clock. But I'd like to see some more points on the board.
Well, we're going to throw it now. Back to pass. Austin steps out of some heavy pressure. He has some running room now. He's at the 45. He'll be wrestled. He loses the football. It's on the ground, and I think Marion Center has it. And they do. Casey Austin, anticipating the hit, kind of stepped away from the man, but then had the ball stripped from him. And it's recovered by the Stingers at the Marion Center 46. So an exchange of turnovers here.
That's bad. You know, you had time to run it out, and that's fumbles. And that was Hauser that made that play. He come up from that corner buzzing. And as you said, Casey tried to do some fancy footwork over there, and Hauser just stripped the ball away from him, and it's a fumble.
So Marion Center now from their 46-yard line. 1st and 10, 2:10 remaining in the half. And getting the football is Reinbold. He's across midfield. He's at the Blairsville 45. And then Jay Boone comes up, but he still powers his way inside the 40 to the 39. Nice running by Greg Reinbold into Blairsville territory.
Yeah, I think Boone really was trying to keep him in bounds there, too. He tried to take away the outside. And, okay, there goes the clock. So we're down to 2 minutes, but... you know, these turnovers, they each had a turnover, so you can't say it's luck, but if Blairsville could have pushed that one in, that would have been just a nail in the coffin.
16-yard gain for Reinbold, and he is spelled this time by Rapich, and it's Rattay with some running room on the left side, and he is tripped on a shoestring tackle by Mike Gaston at the 35-yard line, but Rattay ends up picking up about 3, well, call it 4. He's inside the 35 to the 34.
Yeah, there it goes. Now we're down under a minute and a half. I look for them to throw. They got 2 nice receivers out there. This Hauser kid I'm impressed with. And if we don't get pressure, this Hill's a nice thrower.
Well, they're both split left, and back to pass Hill. He throws it underneath to Rattay. Rattay is hit in the backfield, and we have a flag come in. We had a late hit by the Bobcats. Rattay was actually dropped for a loss of about 5, but when he was on the ground, he was hit by a Blairsville player, and we have the flag come in. So that's going to give an automatic first down to Marion Center.
I saw the hit. They were setting up a little screen there, really, and Fortier made first contact, and then they kind of went behind, and I didn't see the foul on, but there's no argument. So evidently they did do it. So they're giving back the personal foul, and instead of being 3rd down now, they're going to give you a fresh first down and a minute to go, and you're going to see an air show here.
So the 15-yard penalty moves the football down to the 22. 1 minute remaining in the first half clock. From the 22, Marion Center sets up. Split backfield. Pennington in the game now. And getting the call is that's Matt Thomas, and Thomas will get inside, Rapich, I should say. Rapich gets inside the 15 down near the 14-yard line, and Marion Center then calls a timeout. 46 seconds remaining here in the first half. Marion Center on the move. 12-0 Blairsville. The score will be back.
Go ahead.
6.3
Bobcat football.
Lucky FM.
after the 8-yard gain. It's 2nd and 2. Hill throwing for the end zone for Hauser. Did he make the catch? No. The side judge says no. He rolled with the football, but it did look like it hit the ground first.
Well, he lined up as a tight end that time. Instead of a wide receiver, he tried to get lost in the traffic out there. And Sabella covering the wide receiver way out. And then he tried to sneak out and just did that little curl. Nice pass would have been a score.
So now it's 3rd down and 2. Football at the 14-yard line of Blairsville. This time Posa is wide right, and Hauser is split to the short side of the field. And with the football is Pennington. Cuts inside the 10, goes for the goal line, and is down near the 2 or 3-yard line. Started right, cut it back, got some momentum, and he is down to the 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, give credit to Joe Posa on that one. He wiped out Blairsville's linebacker. He just...
1st and goal from the 3-yard line, 37 seconds left in the half. And Reinbold is the lone setback. They have a wing left, and Hill back to pass, fires in the flat, and it's caught for the touchdown. That's number 85, Ben Eisenhart. And Eisenhart makes the catch, and Marion centers on the board.
Yeah, boy, it's all we needed here. But that was a nice pass throw there. It was a quick 3-step drop. All it was on the 3-yard line. He just got into the end zone and ran to the sideline, and the ball was there. But here, this is what's crucial here. It is extra points.
So they're going to try to kick it. And that is, I believe, Rattay on the kick. His kick is up. And it is good. 31 seconds remaining in the half. Marion Center gets on the board, and suddenly, instead of 12-0, it's 12-7, and we'll be back with the Stinger kickoff.
With a large selection of carpeting, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic in a wide...
And the Stingers are on the board. Instead of a 12-point lead for Blairsville, it's down to 5, and kicking off now is Rattay. It comes down to Strope, and he had his knee down when he picked up the football, so Blairsville will have it at the 8-yard line with 29 seconds left.
He's a baseball player. That's, I guess, how you stop those ground balls.
That's right. Not that it would have made a whole lot of difference. I don't know that, unless they would have gotten great field position, they might have tried something, but they'll probably just run it out now.
Well, he took Boone's place back here, so he's just a rookie back there, and he learned something.
I'll tell you, both Strope and Zabella, though, have played very well so far in this season. Casey Austin just taking the knee, and they'll be content to run things out here in the first half. So coming up, Ed and I will be going to take it when we take a break. We'll be back to recap the first half, talk a little bit about the game, talk a little bit about the Heritage Conference this year, and some of the surprises within the conference, some of the games being played tonight, and Patrick Richards back at our Lucky FM studios will give us some scores a little bit later. All of that coming up at halftime here, and we have reached it. 12-7 is our score at Blairsville. The Bobcats on top at Marion Center with a bit of momentum right now. And Ed and I will be back
for the Blairsville Bobcats.
Marion Center is going to go for naught here because they gave up the score, and in the meanwhile they lost their number 1 ground gamer. So it's anybody's ball game. But again, it's a lot more tilted without Boone.
And again, for those of you who are just tuning in, Jay Boone, near the end of the first half, Marion Center driving for a touchdown. Boone made a tackle on their running back, Jeff Pennington, and was on the ground for a while. The trainers and the doctors attended to him. And then finally, he walked off the field under his own power, but stayed on at halftime while the rest of the team went in to the halftime locker room. And then they brought the ambulance up, put him on a backboard, and secured his neck, and took him to the hospital. But again, he walk off the field under his own power, and he was sitting on the bench. He was moving as he was on the backboard itself. So we're just about ready for the start of the second half kickoff here. And we apologize to Patrick back at our Lucky FM studios. We never got back to get some scores. We'll try to catch up with him and get some of those scores to you as we make our way through the third period. But we're ready to begin. Blairsville will get the ball to start the second half. And it's Matt Strope in the middle, along with Zach Zabella and Steve Wilk. They're all standing back about the 10-yard line. And it's Jason Rattay doing the kicking. And his kick will come down, taken by Wilk at the 15, starts to his left, trying to get to the sideline, gets around one defender, and gets up across the 25 out near the 31-yard line. That's where the Bobcats will have it, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a good return. We're outside the 30-yard line. And wait, do we see a flag here?
That may be.
And they're talking to Marion Center, so it's going to go against Blairsville. And so it's going to back us up again here.
That's how they started their first drive.
Yes.
They had a illegal use of hands penalty and moved them back to the 11. So now from the 31, well, actually the point of the infraction was about the 26. So they'll go back to the, about the 18-yard line.
I tell you, the old saying goes, when it rains, it pours. And here we go. Well, so Sabella, young Sabella took Boone's place here.
Actually, Strope has moved to the tailback spot, and Zabella moves to a wideout spot, and Casey Austin with the football trying to turn the corner, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, picks up maybe a yard or two, and then he's knocked out of bounds on the far side. Number 68, Jonathan Neese on the tackle. It'll be a gain of about 2. 2nd and 8.
I tell you, this Neese boy is a very active player. He plays their down guard inside, and that time he penetrated and he chased all the way across the field. And I think I saw his weight well up over 200, 250, and he ran him down and got a piece of him on the tackle. So very active.
Nose of the football just across the 20-yard line. Gaston is the lone setback this time. 2nd and 8. Gaston, no, they run the ring back counter, and this time it's Strope trying to get the sideline, and he is brought down on a nice open field tackle by Kevin Griffith from Marion Center, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, he made a nice run, but he kind of runs like a Boeing run. You know, he doesn't have that sharp cut to him yet. He's just a sophomore. Seems like he has good speed, but he doesn't have that real sharp cutting ability where he could turn it up real quick. I think he could have got by that corner that time if he was able to cut up quicker inside.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 9 from the 20. Once again, Gaston the lone setback. Austin back to pass. Has time, stays in the pocket, fires over the middle, intended for Wilk, just a little bit too far in front of him.
Yes, he got the flag.
Oh, there was a flag, okay.
Wilk was being held. He was coming across he was breaking open across the middle, and he was grabbed from the back. The official back here saw it too, and he threw it. So they got a pass interference here.
So that will be a very timely penalty for the Bobcats. Interference against Marion Center. And what would have been a 4th down and about 9 as they step this off. Will now be a 1st down for the Bobcats. At the 35-yard line.
There was the thing was right out in the open like that. There was no question about it. But now here we go again here.
So from the 35 now, new set of downs for the Bobcats. Gaston the lone setback, double wing. It brings Zabella in motion, and with the football, it's Austin on the option, trying to turn the corner. He's hemmed in, cuts back, and will get back to, no, he won't quite make the line of scrimmage. And he is dropped there. Pretty good job on the far side by Matt Thomas to hem him in, and then the defensive pursuit caught up with him and dropped him for a half-yard loss.
There's Neese again. He was one of those pursuers that crossed the field again. He going one way, came back, and he trailed it over, and he got a piece of it. So he is a big, strong boy, and he's very active. This is the 3rd quarter.
I formation now. Gaston the up back, and Strope is the tailback in the eye. And Austin rolling. Now he fires in the screen to Strope, but that's strung out pretty well. He's going to end up losing about 5 yards in the play. Marion Center not buying it and staying in their zone. Matt Thomas along with number 73, Tyler Cravener. And so it'll be a loss on the play of about 3. And we'll bring up ball 4 on the play. Third down, I should say, 14.
The thing was, that screen was there. He just ran it too wide, or the lineman didn't come out far enough. One of the two, the lineman set up inside, and he went way past the lineman and took the ball out here in the flat. It was almost just like a throw to him instead of a screen. If he'd have stayed inside with his blockers, I think it would have been a much better play.
3rd and 14 now. Austin back, getting pretty good pressure. Firing downfield to Strope. He makes the catch at
There's
midfield.
another late hit.
And has a first down for the Bobcats at the Marion Center 47-yard line. Strope went up to catch it, had his feet knocked out from under him, but held on to the football for the first down.
I shouldn't be, I guess, but there was a nice catch by Strope. He caught it, it was knocked down, and then he got hit, but they are really pursuing that football.
33-yard gain for the Bobcats, a first down at the Marion Center 47. So the clock keeps turning, 8:15 now in the third period. Austin rolling out, getting some pressure. We're going to get a holding penalty on Blairsville. Austin turns the corner at the 45 and will get up near the 42, but they got one of the Bobcats as trying to protect Austin, and this one's coming back.
I don't know if it was a holding or a blocking possibly below the waist, but it gassed.
No, it was a holding. He was trying to, one of the linemen was trying to, the defensive man got around him, and he was just trying to grab him. Hook him.
Yeah. Okay, so they brought him back, but that was from the point of infraction. Boy, that really just moves him back. Yeah, hands. The official call.
So that does push the Bobcats back to their 38-yard line. And it sets up now a 1st and 25. They have to get to the Marion Center 37 for a first down from their own 38. And short drop, firing in the slant, and it's caught by Wilk across the 45 to the 46-yard line. So that will get some of the yardage back to the about 8 yards, maybe 9. Going to mark it at the 47, almost the 48.
Yeah, a little slant pattern. Wilk, they said I don't know, he had the one catch last week, but he has been an excellent receiver so far this season, in preseason. Just a little slant. The thing he lacks, of course, is great speed. He has decent speed, but he has great speed. He would be a tremendous receiver.
So now it's 2nd down and 16. Casey Austin back to pass, firing down the sideline to a wide-open Matt Strope, and he will go for a touchdown. Somehow Strope got lost in the Marion Center secondary. Nobody knew where he was except Casey Austin. Austin finds him for the...
I think I'd run that pattern a couple more times.
So Garland now to try the point after. Out of a Nick Dettori hold. Dettori gets the ball down from a high snap, and the kick is up and good. 6:52 remaining here in the third quarter. Blairsville goes on top.
Top quality service, the kind you can always depend on, is important when choosing.
You have to wait a little bit for that pass, and those are the kind that you have to wait on. You're dying to get the football, and you don't want to drop it, but he did a good job. Got open, made the catch, goes for the score.
That's his first varsity touchdown. That's the one he'll remember.
So 19-7, a little cushion for the Bobcats, which is what they needed. They will kick it off now, and the kick comes down to Kevin Hauser at the 10, straight up the middle across the 20, the 25, and then he is met at about the 27, 28-yard line. So even though it looked like that drive was going nowhere, it took a good 5+ minutes off the clock.
Yeah, and the penalty against Marion Center was a big help that time with that interference penalty against Wilk earlier on. And I think if they don't get that penalty, they would have had to be punting away. So I guess things work out.
So Casey Austin still has not thrown an incompletion in this game. Mike Hill now with the football, though, for the Stingers from their 28. And getting the call on first down is Greg Reinbold. He gets across the 30 before he is wrapped up. Clint Forche on the stop. Down at the bottom, Brandon Falcone. And it will be a gain of about 3.
But they're giving Strope a little rest there. They got Dutori in his backer, and I hope he's able to keep his defensive pressure up, because really, so far, Blairsville hasn't been all that bad on defense.
2nd down and 7 from the 31. And getting the call is Pennington off the left side. He'll get a couple. Forshea once again makes the initial hit, along with Craig Bukowski. And no gain on the play. Well, no, they're going to give him 2. It'll be out to the 34, almost the 35. So it'll be 3rd and about 5.
Here's a big play for Marion Center, and of course for Blairsville. If Blairsville can hold them, they get the ball back. If they don't, then Blair is going to move. But it'd be great if they could hold him and make him punt. So
offset backfield. Hauser is the wing. Now he comes in motion. And Hill back to pass. Looking for Hauser out in the flat. He makes the catch. A low pass, but he makes the catch at the 42-yard line. Nathan Blakely on the coverage. And it'll be a first down for the Stingers.
Tell you, it's hard to defend that one. Just like that was very similar to their touchdown pass. You just go down and get the first down, turn it to the sidelines, and if you can have time to throw it, just throw it out in front of them. The defenders has almost no time to react to that one. Those in patterns and out patterns, very hard to defend.
10-yard gain on the play sets up Marion Center at their own 43-yard line with a first down. Rattay and Pennington. Rattay getting the call. No, I'm sorry, that's Reinbold, and he will get up near the 45, and then he is wrapped up.
Well, very shortly you're going to see a quarterback keeper from Marion Center. He's handing it off and going out, and his Blairsville defenders are just hitting that dive back. And I think a little bootleg is going to be coming up very shortly.
Gain of about 2. 2nd and about 8. Hauser lines up wide left. They have a double wing. And getting the call on the wing is number 23. That's Matt Thomas, but he is wrapped up on the far side by Steve Wilk. Brandon Falcone coming over to finish him off, but Wilk made a nice play to string it out and make the tackle.
Yeah, that's open field, and he's running to the sidelines, and as I said, Wilk playing a very good game here, and he's playing very well all season, but
right after the snap, but Wilk making the tackle, so it's 3rd down 7 from the 46-yard line of Marion Center.
Here comes that motion possibly with that out pattern. There he comes out.
Hill looking for him down the sideline. Good coverage by Wilk. Oh, what a nice catch by Kevin Hauser. No, they're going to call it incomplete. I thought he had it. He rolled over.
I did too.
And the ball came out. That may get I think if they had a red flag to throw here, they would ask for possibly a replay on this one. It looked like Hauser had it, and when he rolled over, the ball came out, but the side judge says no catch.
Yeah, I thought when he hit the ground and rolled over, you're right. I would have, if that was the receiver from Bobcat, I would have been really complaining, but it was, I thought, a good catch. But he didn't argue. He went on.
No, that's true. So it's 4th down, and Marion Center will kick it away. Different punter this time. This is 30. Oh, beautiful kick. Spiraling kick over the head of Steve Wilk, and it's going to roll down inside the 5-yard line. Wilk thought about going over and picking it up, but then thought better of it. What a great kick by number 33, Joe Posa. Kind of wonder why he wasn't punting before, but at any rate, it drives Blairsville all the way back to their 5.
They said they have 2 nice punters, and I see they do. Here, I told you early in the first half, Rattay was doing the punting, and he had a short punt that time. Remember, he got it up in the air, and he only went about 20, 25 yards at the max. And this boy put the toe to it. And he has that spiral, and he got it over Wilk's head. And then, of course, Wilk doesn't want to make a mistake by picking up and fumbling. So here we're back on the 5-yard line.
So here come the Bobcats from their own 5. 1st and 10, 3:21 remaining in the 3rd period. The Bobcats on top 19-7. And on first down, it is Gaston across the 10 out near the 12, 13-yard line. And he is upended there. But after a gain of about 8, Mike Gaston picking up good first down yardage for Blairsville.
Big run. That was a big run. He brought him out strong, and I think Marion Center was like me, thinking that Casey was going to keep that football himself and get outside, being that close to the goal line. But Gaston got us a little bit of breathing room.
So it's 2nd and 2 from the 13. Double wing formation, Gaston the lone setback. Strope goes in motion, and it's Gaston again across the 15. He should have the first down.
Yeah, I think we do.
Down at the bottom of the pile there, number 79 is Jeremy Leisure. But it is the first down for Blairsville at the 16, a gain of 3.
Yeah, that's 2 nice runs by Gaston. That first one, they had the big 8-yard run from the 5-yard line was big. And, of course, him picking up the first down coming out of that hole was great. Now we got to hustle up to that line here.
Clock turning at 2:15 remaining in the 3rd period. 1st and 10 from the 16. Austin gives it to Gaston again. This time they're waiting for him, and they wrap him up. Leading the pack was number 77, Chris Davidson, and also number 56. 56. Maybe it's Nick Edwards, number 58, that I was looking at. And anyway, there's no gain for Gaston. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, now, really, we got to go to the air here a little bit here. I think that's where we had our success. Without Boone, we got Gaston. But I tell you, I'm glad I'm not calling these offensive plays.
2nd and 10 from the 16-I formation this time, and Sabella is the tailback. Rolling left, Casey Austin looking downfield, fires.
Oh!
And Luke Drenning was the intended receiver, and a flag comes in. There's Mike Hill on the coverage. And so the penalty moves the football out to the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Gaston, the lone setback, double wings, Sabella and Strope. Sabella going in motion. Getting the football is Gaston up the middle. And he fights for tough yards. We may have I was going to say we may have a Marion Center player down, but he's okay. That's number 77, Chris Davidson. No gain for Gaston. He's found it pretty tough sledding here lately inside.
I tell you, I'm impressed with Marion Center's line. They are big, but what impresses me is they're so active. They move around and they pursue very well. What Blairsville's been getting up through the middle, they've been earning.
Defensive line, Jeremy Leisure, Jonathan Neese, Nick Edwards, and Nathan McCunn. And the Bobcats call a timeout. 45 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. It is Blairsville 19 and Marion Center 7. We'll be back with more
for our children and adults, and for
seconds remaining in the 3rd period. It's a 2nd down and 9 for the Bobcats. So they did give Gaston a yard on that first down play, and Casey Austin back to pass. He's looking downfield, flips it in the flat to Strope down the sideline. He gets across the 45 to the 48-yard line, stays in bounds, and it's another first down for Blairsville. He had Wilk running a streak down the side and then threw it to the shorter man.
Nobody's covering that play. I think that's pretty much the same pattern as they run deep and they can run it short. If in their it's playing in place of Boone's in his position, so he's the one who's catching that football. So that's a nice pattern against this team.
Casey Austin, 11 of 11 passing for 236 yards in this game. And on the carry, Gaston getting good yardage off the left side. He's finally brought down by number 22, Jason Theodore Rapich, actually on the stop, but not before. Gaston gets about 8 yards, and that brings the 3rd period to an end. We have completed 3 here at Blairsville. The Bobcats back to begin the 4th period of play here. The Bobcats on top 19-7. They are moving the football. They have a 2nd down and about 2 from the Marion Center 44-yard line after an 8-yard gain by Mike Gaston. He is the lone setback once again. And he gets the call up the middle, breaks the initial wall, and then is wrestled down back at the 40-yard line, but he'll have another first down. Nice running by Mike Gaston, finally brought down by Kevin Hauser. but not before he picks up 4 yards and another first down.
I tell you, I like that Hauser boy. He catches the ball when he's on offense very well. He has good patterns, and he plays a lot of defense back here. He's been coming up supporting that run, and he's been back on passes. So I'd like to see him in that Bobcat uniform.
This has been the Mike Gaston drive so far. He's had just about every carry on it. That's a first down from the 35. And he gets it again, left side. Has good yardage down near the 30, or excuse me, to the 35, from the 40-yard line. What do we got, a penalty coming in?
No, away from the ball, yes. Blairsville shoved the kid away from the ball. I think there's probably some chipping going out there, and I saw Blairsville. He pushed him, and the official threw it right at him, and there it is. I tell you about these multi-play drives. You got to do it with no mistakes, and there is a tremendous mistake.
So after a gain of about 5 for Gaston, the 15-yard penalty will push it back into Blairsville territory at the 49. They have to get to the 30 actually the 29 for a first down.
And that was a dead ball foul. That cost him the down, too. So, that's just not smart football.
So it's second down and 21 now from the Blairsville 49. Austin gives it to Strope on the wingback counter, breaks the initial wall, and then gets up near midfield, and he is hit. He's on the ground now, and we have a flag on the play, which may be spearing.
Yes, it was a spear, and I'm just seeing it if they called it.
That's what it looked like.
I know if you're listening, you probably think I'm very partial, which I am, but that was right out in the open. And again, I'm glad you said it, and I didn't have to.
Well, that's what on the ground. Strope was on the ground at the time, and then the Marion Center player came in helmet first. That's the way it came in, and the flag went down immediately. There was no hesitation on it. So after the penalty against Blairsville for unsportsmanlike conduct, now it's a late hit penalty on Marion Center, which moves the ball back to the 35-yard line, and Strope is still on the ground.
I think you can be ejected from the football game for that spearing. I think it's a judgment of the official because most likely, if you're doing the spearing, you have a chance of hurting your neck or back. And that's why they're good.
On the left side, Zabella now is the wing on the, Zabella's on the left side, Falcone's on the right side, and Mike Gaston remains as the lone setback. Wilk is still the receiver, split wide left. And Falcone coming in motion. Gaston gets the call up the middle, and he will get 2, maybe 3, depending on the spot. Number 23 on the stop. That's Matt Thomas. And we'll leave the Bobcats with a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Gaston's the only one left of those running backs. We lost 2 out of the 3. With Falcone, he won't hurt you. He'll play hard. But I just hope, again, that these 2 boys from Blairsville that went out are going to be okay.
Well, Strope is standing up right now. They're doing some testing with him. And it's a 3rd down and 2. And getting the full call is Mike Gaston. No, I'm sorry, that's Zabella. Zach Zabella on the carry. And he will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I look for Blairsville to go for you.
They're going to bring Strope back in. So Matt Strope comes back in the game. They checked him out, and he's back in there.
It's there again, 4th and 2, big play coming up. Strope's in, so that's one of the players. Boone was taken away, but evidently he just had the air knocked out of him on that play.
And if by chance Jay's listening to the game, we wish you the best, Jay, and we hope you can get back here soon. 4th down and 2. Casey Austin rolling left. Flips it out to Strope. He makes the catch. He has a first down and more. Still on his feet. Down near the 10-yard line before he's finally brought down. So he's okay. What a nice pass and catch by Strope.
Oh, what a pass.
That had touch on that one.
Did you see when Strope left to run that pattern, the linebacker tried to hold him up. He actually bumped him and tried to hold him because he knew what was coming off. And Casey just lollipopped that ball over the linebacker's head, and Strope, who just come off the sideline with an injury, makes a great catch and picks up the first down.
First down, the football just inside the 10-yard line, so there will be no first down, but they can. First and goal is what it is. Casey Austin trying to get to the sideline, and he will turn in the corner, and he will get in for the touchdown. Casey Austin, 10-yard touchdown run, and the Bobcats go up 25-7.
Oh, big faked inside, and he raced into the corner, and he took him in. So, well, it's a little breathing room.
That was a heck of a drive by the Bobcats.
Yes, again, to come off of that penalty, actually the spearing penalty and the pass interference penalty, it was a lot that Marion Center did that hurt them. Instead of what Blairsville did, it was what Marion Center did.
That's a 95-yard touchdown drive for the Bobcats.
We have a cramp situation down here, I think. They're stretching his toes. One of the Marion Center boys is down with cramp. I think it's Hauser. It's definitely, they're working on cramps. So,
Garland on now to try the point after out of a Nick Dettori hold. And the kick is up. And it is good. 8:50 remaining in the football game. The Bobcats open up a 26-7 lead, and Ed and I will be back with more Bobcat football in a moment.
Do you recognize the signs of a heart attack?
Bobcat football.
And the Blairsville Bobcats kick it off, a high kick coming down to number 22, Theo Rapich, and we have a flag on the return. Flag is at the 30-yard line. Rapich makes it back to about the 26. So we'll have to see what the penalty is. Been a lot of penalties in this game, and it has been, as Ed said, kind of a chippy game. They've been going back and forth with some unnecessary roughness and late hits and penalties like that. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
This case is the block below the knees, which you're not allowed to do in the kickoffs anymore. They're trying to, again, a rule to protect the athletes. Somebody blocked below the knees, and so that moves Marion Center back.
Back to the 13-yard line, where they will start their drive. 8:43 remaining in the game. The Bobcats up 26-7, a 95-yard, 11-play touchdown drive, which was helped by a couple of penalties, and a great catch by Matt Strope. After he went out of the game, he was checked, came back, made a catch for 23 yards. Hill on first down, getting heavy pressure. He's going to be dropped back inside the 10. Now from the 10. And getting the football is Jeff Pennington. He's across the 15 to 20 and out near the 20, out near the 20-yard line. He got across the 15. And Casey Austin on the stop along with Steve Wilk. It will be a gain of about 11. And it will set up a third down and 3.
Third and 3. Boy, this a down that we'd like to hold in here. You can't overcommit. They break through, and it's off the races.
And getting the call here is Greg Reinbold. And he is stood up near the line of scrimmage. The meat of the order, or the defensive line there for the Bobcats. And it'll bring up fourth down.
No, they're going to measure, I think, Coach. It's close.
Yeah, it's close. That's what I was going to say.
Here, there was another play, a penalty be called. I mean, these guys have called enough penalties. They're going to have to, it's like a flag day out here, but here, they're trying to push the runner ahead. That's illegal.
While we have the chance here, we want to pass along some other scores. These are neat updated at this point, but at halftime at least, it was Homer Center 14 and Salzburg 7. Derry was leading Mount Pleasant 14-7 at halftime, and Latrobe in Indiana. This isn't an earlier score, but that game was scoreless. That's the last report we had.
You know, Marion Center, this is the third time they've gone on fourth down, but they kind of have to now. You know, it's getting late in the game. They need to really gamble here.
So fourth and less than a yard. Football at the 23. And sending a player right into the middle of the line, and everything will depend on the spot.
Oh, you got that straight.
It was Reinbold who got the carry.
Where's he going to put it?
Well, it looks like from the spot, at least, they might have it.
Yeah, they got it by probably the football.
They're going to measure it, though.
Yeah.
Near the 24-yard line. It's been a long game.
Yeah, it has.
With the delays and the penalties and
the injuries. Yeah, with that took a long time. And, of course, we threw the ball a lot, which stops the clock. Well, Casey didn't stop the ball clock, but with no incompletions.
I'll tell you what a night for Casey Austin. As we said, at this point, 12 of 12 for 259 yards passing. He also has 2 running touchdowns and 2 throwing, and it is a first down for Marion Center. 7 minutes now remaining in the game. And it will be a first and 10 from the 24.
You know, this is tough on the defense. Now, you know, this is where you start going into those prevent defenses and so forth and so on. But if you blitz too much, and that kid breaks that line of scrimmage, he's in that secondary, and he's off the races.
Hill looking over the defense. The Bobcats showing blitz. Dettori and Gaston both coming this time. And as Gaston putting pressure, he's going to wrap him up. And Tim Lackey finishes him off. Back at the 18-yard line, Gaston just burst through and grabbed Hill, and then Lackey was there to finish it. Are now at the wide receiver spot, split backfield. And back to pass is Hill on the slant, trying to hit Griffith, but it falls incomplete. Steve Wilk on the coverage. It'll be third down at 15.
That's those slant patterns, I'm telling you. Anybody who knows anything about the passing game, if you're trying to play defense, if they can get that slant pattern in or out, it's almost impossible to stop. But right now, that slant pattern better be hit, and it has a long run. Blairsville has an excellent position here with about 15 yards for them to go for a first down. Now it's draw plays and screen time.
From the 19, Hill back to pass, getting pressure from Falcone, fires out toward the sideline. Griffith, the intended receiver, but Hill just didn't have enough time to throw it. Falcone was in on him almost immediately, and the pass falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 15. And so back to punt will be Posa, Joe Posa, and back deep is Wilk for the Bobcats. And the kick is a beauty. Boy, Posa can really hit him. Wilk, though, fumbles it, picks it up at the 40-yard line, and he gets it back across the 45. He's hit there, breaks out of the tackle at the 50, 45, breaks another tackle, and he's down at the 40-yard line. It looked like they had him wrapped up back at the Blairsville 40, and he gets it back to the Marion Center 40. 25-yard return for Steve Wilk, and the Bobcats will be in Marion Center territory to start this drive.
Oh, it's against...
No, he's going to walk it up. Yeah, he turned around. A lot of penalties in this game.
Oh, my goodness. It has to be a record.
A hold on the return. So that will move it back to the Blairsville 48.
Well, at least it's a first and 10. It's not a first and 25, whatever. So if we can get that clock moving here and burn some time. Now, that, as I said, that clock is a big factor here now. Hold on to the football.
5:34 remaining in the game. The Bobcats up 26-7. And with the football, Zabella lines up wide right, and Wilk is split to the short side of the field, and it's Gaston with the call, and he gets across midfield to the Marion Center 47. That'll be a gain of about 5.
Yeah. Nice running. As you said, I thought last week with Gaston's running was the big key, and tonight again, he's picked up some awfully tough yardage. He's a junior, and he'll be back next year. So this football team loses Casey, but which is
a lot,
a big loss. But they will have some nice skilled people back.
I'll tell you, though, Heiberger, in his little stint here a couple weeks ago, he looked okay. Strope gets the call this time, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, that defense hasn't given up yet. I'll tell you that. I'm looking at his Chris Davison. He's been in at 77 there. He's been in on a lot of tackles tonight. I know Coach Meehan, who's he's playing over, I know it didn't rate very high tonight in his blocking. And they pursue so well, those big linemen from Marion Center.
Been very impressed tonight with Matt Strope. Sophomore's had a great game. He has a 52-yard touchdown reception. He's played pretty well on defense. He's made a couple of really nice catches. And Austin rolling left now, firing out in the flat to Strope. It's caught at the 38-yard line. He'll get down near the 33 before he's bounced out of bounds. 13 for 13 for Casey Austin.
And a first down, which is with 4:03 remaining. It almost, Marion Center has all their timeouts if they choose to stop the clock. But, we're under 4 minutes. We're down in 4-down territory. If I was Red Auerbach, I would be firing up a seagull.
274 yards passing for Casey Austin, 13 for 13. Gaston gets the call. He is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good. Number 58, that's Nick Edwards on the stop.
Good hit. He hit very well, wrapped very well. I told you, those linemen are good. Casey just beat him with that arm tonight. I tell you, it wasn't the running until he loosened him up a little bit with that pass.
It'll be 2nd and 10 now from the 32-yard line, 33. 3:07 now remaining in the football game. I formation, Gaston the up back. And Strope is the tailback, and we got a flag before the start of the play. That's going to be a legal procedure against the Bobcats.
I tell you, I think it was a delay of game.
Oh, yeah, that could be. No, legal procedure.
Which... I thought the illegal procedure was delay a game, but you're right. It's the illegal procedure. You know what gets me there? You get the illegal procedure, you get the 5-yard penalty, but then it starts the clock running again. So actually, it'd be smart to take the penalty, get the clock running, give yourself the extra 30 seconds.
So the Bobcats come out now, 2nd down and 15. And Casey Austin rolling right, looking downfield. He's going to pull it down and turn the corner. He's going to be bumped out of bounds at about the 37, 38-yard line. He'll get maybe a yard.
Yeah, but he got out of bounds, as you said, which stopped the clock. And there was those big linemen again over on the sideline. There's Davidson was over there all the way across the field to get him out of bounds. That's what I am impressed with Marion Center for. Their pursuit in that line, defensively, excellent job.
3rd down and about 14 now from the 37-yard line. Austin back to pass, rolling left, fires out in the flat, caught by Wilk at the 26, down to the 25, and bounced out of bounds at about the 22.
Nice pass, nice catch.
Nice pass, nice catch. That's all we said about Casey Austin tonight.
And on the run.
Wilk, and he's really spread it around. I mean, he has like 5 or 6 receivers.
Yes, but there again, Wilk runs it out of bounds and stops the clock again. But 2:20 to go, and you're up by 19 points, I think. So let's get this game over with. Let's keep this clock running.
Football at the 25. Gain of 12 on that pass to Wilk. And 4th down, Gaston getting the call. Does he have the first down? Yes, he does.
Yeah, it's good drive.
Down near the 20-yard line. So a new set of downs, and Mike Gaston picks up the first down.
But do we have another flag?
Could be.
Yes, out here in the
Yes, we do. We have a face mask. So Gaston got about 5. And then they're going to step off 5 more, which will send it down to the 15-yard line. Adam Heiberger now in the game replaces Casey Austin. He was perfect tonight. There's no other way to describe it.
Well, he had to fumble, so there's room for him.
All right. Boy, you're tough. Adam Heiberger now in the game at quarterback. And he's going to run it. Turns it inside. He's at the 10, down near the 5-yard line and wrapped up there. He almost took it in. Mike Hill made the touchdown-saving tackle.
Young Heiberger, everybody thinking he was going to just go in and hand off to Gaston, which I thought too. And there, he faked Gaston into the line, and he just took it in himself and took it down to the 6-yard line.
Picked up 9 on the play. Second and a little less than a yard. The clock turning now at 1:20. From just outside the 5, and he's going to run it again. Heiberger gets down near the 2. Adam Heiberger wants a touchdown.
I'll tell you what, I think Blairsville ought to kneel on that football. I think right now they had enough. Let's show a little class here. And
somebody better explain that to Adam Heiberger, though. He wants in the end zone. You can't blame him. He's in the game. He's running the ball. He's looking good.
Yeah, but
I know what you're saying.
I've been on the other side.
Oh yeah, you don't want to. Those things come back to haunt you. That's for sure. From about the 3-yard line, now they're going to stop play, and we got a delay of game against the Bobcats.
Bobcats will be away next week at Mercer's Line. Next home game will be in 3 weeks. Homecoming on October the 4th. United at Blairsville.
Heiberger with a power eye. Gaston, now he's going to kneel down and take the knee, and that may do it.
Well, it all depends. When he sets that ball, set it down. Yeah, that'll do it. That's unless Marion Center stops it, which they're not going to. That's it.
So the Bobcats come out over the ball, but they will run one more play. Adam Heiberger takes the knee, and that will do it. And the Blairsville Bobcats go to 3-0 in the season with an impressive 26-7 win over Marion Center. Ed and I will be back to wrap things up in just a moment.